Welcome to today's free rainy day yoga video. Today I just thought, as it was raining all day, now that I'm filming the sun has just come out, as it is, but I thought I'll give you a nice little short video just on a rainy day when I'm feeling a little bit glum. Just need a little pick-me-up for an energizing, still easy and relaxing yoga sequence. So today is all about just taking it easy, but at the same time just getting some of the energy back that you may be feeling. Good. So starting off, just coming into a comfortable seat. Can be cross-legged, one foot in front of the other, kneeling down, whatever feels comfortable. Good. And just shoulders away from your ears. Just bring your head over your heart over your pelvis. Hands can be anywhere where it feels comfortable, on your knees, thighs, legs, feet, wherever. Then tucking your chin a little bit, lengthening through the back of your neck and then closing your eyes. And just arriving on the mat. And forgetting anything that has been going on today and anything that you may have to do after the class. Just really being in the moment. Focusing on your breath for this short sequence. And then whenever your thoughts pop into your mind, just acknowledge that. Just concentrating on your breathing, focusing on your in and exhales. And then whenever a thought pops into your mind, just acknowledge that thought and then letting it go again. Coming back to your in and exhales. Then bring your palms together in your heart center. And then taking a moment here and just dedicating this practice to something or someone that's close to your heart. And then whenever the practice gets a little bit tough, just coming back to this dedication. Good, just a couple more deep breaths here. Good, and then releasing your hands down and gently blinking your eyes open. Good, then coming onto all fours. Then bring the two big toes together, knees as wide as the mat, and then sinking your sitting bones down, walking your hands away, coming into your extended child's pose. Melting your heart and your forehead onto the mat. And then just releasing everything down here. Just for a few deep breaths. Just really arriving. Good, and on your next exhale, slowly coming back up onto all fours, keeping your hands where they are, then tucking your toes under and then pushing your hips up high to the ceiling into your downward facing dog. Maybe walking your feet in slightly, bring your hips up even higher to the ceiling. Shoulders away from your ears, making sure your feet are hip distance apart. Maybe pedaling through the feet, just gently stretching through the back of your legs. Good, maybe closing your eyes, just doing any movements that feel good here. Good, and then on your next inhale, sweeping your right leg up behind you, coming into your three-legged dog.
bending through your right knee, just opening up through that right hip here, keeping both hands grounded onto the mat. Good, and then on your exhale, stepping that right foot in between your hands, and then lowering that left knee down, keeping those left toes tucked under. Good, making sure that your right knee is directly over your right ankle, or slightly behind it, just not that your right knee is over. So it needs to be directly above or slightly behind it. Good, if you have your right knee over it, just move slightly further back. Good, then hugging your thighs together here, and inhaling both arms over your head, really stretching your hands up to the ceiling, engaging through your core. Good, and if you want, you can look up to the ceiling. Good, just a few breaths. Good, and then on your exhale, releasing your hands back down, framing your front foot, and bring that left knee up, then lengthening through that right leg, and then folding over your right leg here. So keeping your hands next to your leg, maybe next to your foot, making sure that your hips are square, and then just folding over here. Just being mindful of your right hamstring so you don't want to overstretch it. Good, keeping your neck nice and long, your head in line with your spine. Good, and then one more breath here. Good, on your exhale, bending through that right knee, coming slightly further forward, maybe stepping that left foot slightly further forward, engaging through your left buttocks, pressing through that left heel, and then inhaling both arms over your head, coming into your high lunge. Good, again, just really stretching through the front of your body. Good. And on your exhale, bring your hands down, framing your front foot, stepping the right foot back, coming into your high plank. So you can stay here or you can lower onto your knees. And then on your exhale, lower all the way onto the mat. Then sliding your hands back to where normally your bra strap would be, so next to your ribs. And then on your exhale, pushing your hands into the mat and coming up. So you're only on your hands at the top of your legs, top of your feet. You might be at the top of your legs as well. Just make sure that it's not too much of a strain on your lower back. Good, then on your next exhale, slowly lower all the way back down again. Good, tucking your toes under and then pushing hips up high to the ceiling into your downward facing dog. Good, again, maybe just walking your feet slightly further in, making sure your feet are hip distance apart, your hands grounding through onto the mat. You're doing any movements here that feel good, pedaling through the feet, moving your hips from side to side. Good, then inhaling your left leg up behind you this time. Bending through that left knee, opening up through that left hip. Good, just one more breath here. And then on your exhale, stepping that left foot in between your hands, bring that left knee down. Good, again, just making sure that your left knee is directly over your left ankle or slightly behind it. Again, if your left knee is over it, just move your right foot slightly further back and bring your hips back. Keeping those right toes tucked under. Hugging the thighs together and then inhaling both arms over your head. Good, shoulders away from your ears. And then again, just pulling your navel to your spine. And then maybe if you want to look up to the ceiling. Just for a few breaths here. Good, and on your exhale, releasing your hands down, framing the front foot. Bring that right leg up and then start lengthening through that left leg. And again, bring your hands next to your leg, next to your toes, wherever feels comfortable, just folding over your left leg. Keeping your head in line with your spine, being very mindful of your left hamstring here. Keeping those hips square. Good, just a few more breaths. As I said at the beginning, if it does get tough, just coming back to your dedication just for a moment here. Good, and on your next exhale, bending through that left knee, maybe stepping that right foot slightly further in, engaging through your right buttocks, pushing through that right heel, hugging the thighs together, and inhaling both arms over your head into your high lunge. Good, shoulders away. Keep pushing through that right heel. Just a couple more breaths here. Good, and on your exhale, bring your hands down, framing the front foot, stepping the left foot back, coming into your high plank. Again, you can drop onto your knees here. On your exhale, lower all the way down. Sliding your hands slightly further back. And again, on your exhale, coming up into your up dog. So being on your hands and on the top of your toes, top of your feet. Good, and on your exhale, lower all the way back down again. Good, then bring your hands behind you, interlacing your hands. And then on your exhale, sliding your hands down, opening up through the front of your body. Keep looking onto the mat. And then let your breath move you back and forth. If you want a bit of a challenge here, you can bring your legs up as well. Good, just for one more breath here. And then on your exhale, releasing your legs down if you're up, and then releasing your hands. Bring your hands underneath your forehead. And then maybe if you want to, just rocking your hips from side to side. Just releasing any tension there may be. Good. Just one more breath here. Good. And then bringing your knees hip distance apart and bending through both knees here. So just making sure that your hips, that your knees aren't out. So try and keep them as much in line with your hips as you can. And bring your left hand to your left ankle, right hand to your right ankle. And then on your exhale, pushing your feet into your hands, keeping your neck nice and long. Good, keep looking down. Good, just one more breath here. Good, and on your exhale, with control, releasing everything back down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, bring the two big toes together. And then on your exhale, pushing your hips up onto your sitting bones, coming into your child's pose. So your knees can be together or apart. Hands can be over your head, by your ankles. You can do a little shark fin here. Just do whatever feels good here for you. Just taking a moment, coming back to your breath. Good, just a couple more breaths here. Good, and then on your next exhale, slowly coming back up. Walking your hands in and coming to sit down on your heels. So bringing your knees together and just sitting nice and tall. Try to bring your head over your heart over your pelvis. Good. Then bring your right elbow in front of you, right fingertips pointing up to the ceiling. And then bring your left arm underneath and around. So either for your palms, for the outside of your hands to meet, or your palms to meet. There is no right or wrong. Just see where you are today. Bring your shoulder blades down and then inhaling your arms over your head as far as it feels comfortable. And then on your exhale, releasing your hands back down. Good, a couple more times. Inhaling it up. And exhaling it back down. Good, last one on this side. Inhaling it up.
exhaling it back down. Good, untangling your arms, just rolling your shoulders one way and the other way. Good, now bring your left elbow in front of your left fingertips up to the ceiling and wrapping your right arm underneath and around. And again, either the outside of your hands meet or the palms meet. Shoulders away from your ears. And then inhaling your arms over your head as far as it feels comfortable. And then on your exhale, releasing it back down. Good, couple more times. Inhaling it up. And exhaling it back down. Good, last one. Inhaling it up. And exhaling it back down. Good, just releasing your arms, rolling your shoulders one way and the other way. Good, so before we're moving on to the next exercise, if this doesn't feel comfortable for you to sit, just sit in any other comfortable way, just making sure that your head is over your heart over your pelvis. Good, so just stretching your left arm towards the floor. Again, just making sure that your head is in line. And then dropping your right ear to your right shoulder. And then with your right hand, just place it onto your left ear. So you're not pulling at all, you're just placing on top of the left ear. And then with your left arm, whilst you're stretching it away, this is where you're feeling the neck stretch through the left side of your neck. So just see where you are. You might bring your hands slightly further down or up. You want a nice stretch, whatever that means to you. And you know that is different for every single person. So just feeling the stretch, maybe closing your eyes. Try to keep your head, no, not your head, but your heart over your pelvis. Good, just for a couple more breaths here. Good, and then on your exhale, slowly releasing back to center. Good, and dropping your left, well not, first of all just bring your right arm out to the side, really stretching it away, and dropping your left ear to your left shoulder, and with your left hand place it on top of your right ear. Again, just placing on top, you're not actually pulling it down, just placing it and moving your right arm just to get more, maybe less of a stretch, just see where you are today. You can close your eyes. Just a few more deep breaths. Really embracing the stretch. Good. And then on your next exhale, slowly releasing back to center. And just taking a moment and just coming back to a comfortable seat, whatever that means to you. Good. And then once you're there, bring your head over your heart over your pelvis, shoulders away from your ears. Bring your hands with palms facing up onto your knees or thighs. And again, just closing your eyes. And then taking a moment and just feeling the energy in your body, moving around. Today was just a quick practice, just to energize you a little bit, potentially get you out of a bad mood. And maybe just like you see, the sun has come out to shine after a whole day and a bit of just pure rain. Good, then bring the palms together in your heart center again. Tucking your chin in slightly, lengthening through the back of your neck. Good, and coming back to your dedication that you said at the beginning of today's class. Good, just acknowledging them. Good, and then sealing today's practice, bowing our heads down. From my heart to yours, thank you very much for joining me today. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me in today's class. As you can see, the rain is completely gone and the sun is shining. So hopefully when you listen or when you practice this on a rainy day, maybe you get a little bit of sunshine as well. For now, thank you very much, and I shall see you in next week's video. So until then, bye.